Good, good morning, I guess. Actual morning, rare morning stream. I'm barely awake, but I actually mean it this time. I'm really barely awake. I know this is kind of like a very last minute stream, but I've got a lot of stuff to do, and by stuff I mean I gotta clean. I have to clean a lot of stuff in my room right now, so might as well. I just thought that might as well turn into like I don't know some hanging out type of thing while I fold laundry, I guess. Cause oh my god, dude, I've got so much laundry. I've got it all piled up right now. So if you guys want to hang out with me while I just do this, feel free. Hopefully the stream isn't as bad as like last time. I haven't tested out I'm on observation duty 2 yet, as far as whether or not it can be streamed. I'll try to check it out. I'm probably gonna ask someone that I know if they can like test it to stream. I'm not supposed to be on shift right now. It's I still have like an hour left. No, 2 hours left. So I should be fine. Hopefully, also I forgot to set up more Nightbot slash 7TV TTV stuff. Hopefully that's probably working fine though. If not, I'm sure my mods will yell at me about it, something like that. I don't know. I really need to like actually do my laundry more often. I tend to get my stuff piled up so much, honestly. What are you doing right now? I don't know. What are you doing right now? I actually haven't messed around with 7TV that much. I used to use it a lot, like way back, like a couple of years ago, but I kind of fell off with all the extensions and everything. Kind of got tired of like overloading my browser with like a ton of extensions. Hey, you cut the laundry stream. You cut the laundry stream. Good for you. I'm glad you could drop by, Sleepy. I appreciate it. I've seen you around. Hope you're having a good morning, a good day, afternoon. Well, I know you guys are saying like it's not like morning right now, but technically I really just like woke up like 15-20 minutes ago, so it is morning for me. My day starts really late, honestly, because I have I've got a very odd schedule for my work, so I tend to usually like get home and like stay up until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Honestly, that's my normal day. I've been doing that ever since I've had this shift for a while now. So my mornings are quite literally in the afternoon, and my afternoons are like at 10 p.m. at night. My god, dude, everything here's so unfolded. I shouldn't have left it out last night. Is what I get. The secret office night shift. Yeah, don't tell anyone right now. I'm still in the office right now. I'm doing unpaid overtime right now. But hey, I get to do my laundry while I'm over here, so get on me, I guess. Oh crap, I left it on. Alright. I got a lot of really cool game suggestions too from Twitter. If you guys didn't know, I was trying to find some people who would recommend to me like vaporwave or surreal types of games, because I really like the aesthetic for vaporwave and aesthetic. I think I've been following that now for maybe 4 or 5 years now. Didn't it come on like what 2016, 2017-ish? I don't know. I like the really laid back like feeling of aesthetics. Oh, I guess that's what people would call it before they started calling it like liminal spaces and the back rooms. That's probably where I get all of my like game interest from right now, honestly. The fact that I'm playing a lot of those liminal space types of games. I just like the feeling of like weird transitional liminal like space types of feels, especially with the music. What was that one game I played? Anemoiopolis Chapter 1. That game was really nice. It was really relaxing, but it was also kind of creepy at the same time, especially with the movie theater and the what was it called? The uh the gym rooms or whatever it was called. It was really nice. Thanks for the follow, Carrie Cherry. I hope you're having a good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it is over there. We're just chatting right now while I'm doing folding laundry. This is gonna take a while. Like, I think I can only spend like maybe an hour and a half ish at the most. But considering how slow I'm folding my laundry and how badly I suck at it, it's gonna be it's gonna, well, we might take up the entire time for that. I really wanted to clean my room actually, but depending on how fast this goes, I don't know how long it'll take. Hey Rum, what's up? We're getting there slowly, steadily. Oh no, all my button-up shirts, they're still wrinkled because I let it sit out overnight instead of washing it this morning. I can't wash it in the morning because like by the time I wake up, like my usual morning consists of like waking up, maybe checking Twitter real quick because I have like brain damage, and then getting ready for work, so it's not much time. Oh my god. I will. No, that's the thing. I suck at folding clothes. I know it's kind of sad. It's because you think that folding clothes would be like the easiest thing, but no, I'm actually so goddamn awful at it. It's actually kind of amazing. Games actually do have like a poker type of thing. Kind of want to try that out. I used to play a lot of poker, but well, I wouldn't say I'm really good at poker. I just like the fact that I can sort of like make people bluff, and then when I do some really stupid like hands or I don't know, plays, they're just like, what the hell are you doing? Why would you do that? I just love seeing the reactions. So no, I don't think I do it in real life. Gambling in real life, I don't really mess around with that. But online, or like if I'm just playing for fun, like with people I know, then it's pretty fun. Cut out of cardboard box? You know, I actually remember seeing something like that. I think I actually have like a cardboard box here somewhere. Never mind. Well, I'll try to keep that in mind for next time. Also, hey El Colton Q. Hi Tama. Yeah, it's gorilla time. This stupid gorilla is trying to figure out how to fold his clothes. Gorillas were not meant to fold clothes. Okay. Have to wear clothes. People were not meant to have clothes to begin with. People grew up wearing their birthday suits. Clothes were a fabrication, something that was not meant to be made. But we have to, so here we are. I really wish there were more like... I keep saying I love like blocking sims, but they're just really relaxing. That's what I really want to do whenever I play video games. I just want to relax. Well, apart from when I'm playing horror games. Horror games are relaxing in their own sense, in that if I don't want to relax, then I can get some excitement. As long as it's not like too frustrating. That's why I liked observation duty. It wasn't really like... I mean, yeah, it was a bit scary at times, but I didn't really have to think about it. I just like did it. And then you get scared once in a while. And I guess a lot of people would say that's like... people would say that's probably like a cheap jump scare, but I don't think there's anything wrong with a cheap jump scare. If that's what the game is going for, you know? I think that's why things like Five Nights at Freddy's and like all those mascot horror games are kind of like taking off recently, because they know their target demographic, they know their audience. And stop having it be closed, really, for real. Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, horror games are really just entrenched in being spooky, scary, but yeah, I get what you mean. Obviously, like, when the game itself just is totally reliant on jump scares without any, like... If it's supposed to have a plot, but then, like, that plot kind of gets backseated to the fact that there's so many different jump scares for the game. Like, I can sort of understand why people don't like it. But me, I apologize in advance right now if I ever like stream like the really bad like indie horror games, because I'm gonna be honest, I probably will. So you know, sorry. I just like them, honestly. I like the atmospheric ones and I like the really cheap bad ones. I really wish I could do like movie watch-alongs on Twitch. I think, doesn't Twitch like have a watch party? I really want to find like the really bad like B movie horror stuff. Yeah, they're kind of charming, kind of, because regardless of like how good or bad the game is from the player perspective, someone really did like, you know, put effort into the game. As long as it's not like, you know, a cheap Unity flip asset, which, you know, even then it's a lot of those games are technically. But you know, someone still did want to like try to put some effort into the game, which I respect. Plus, even no matter how bad the game is, if the cheap jump scare gets you, that means the game did its job. You can hate the game for all you want, but it's still, you know, it's still got your heart pumping, it's still got it racing. I've spent 5 minutes buttoning the shirt because it keeps getting unbuttoned. I'm actually the worst folder ever. This is so sad. The PS1 horror disc? Oh yeah, I remember seeing about that. I think that was from Game Jolt or what's it called? I've seen some people play it. I'm not sure if like that would be falling under their own categories. Oh no, it was supposed to be like it was supposed to be like a demo disc of like PS1 era type graphics, even though it was like a PC game, obviously. But a lot of the games like were popular enough. Oh, Itch.io, it was made from Itch.io, yeah. That's where I find most of my games actually, right now. So I think that for that disc, well, quote unquote disc, that it was supposed to be like a demo reel of like all these other like game devs coming together to make like a short compilation of their games. You know, a lot of them became really popular to the point where I think they ended up making their own like single game based off of those demos, from what I understand. When's the RPG horror marathon? Well, the problem with the marathon is that a lot of the RPG Maker horror games are actually pretty long. Like, even the shorter ones, the really known popular but shorter ones like Eve or Mad Father or Yumeniki, all of those are like, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 hours at the very longest. So I still want to play a lot of them though. I have a lot of RPG Maker horror games like queued up. I also want to like finish Yumeniki. I'm pretty close to finishing it, but I kind of got lost with the effects, so I think it's gonna be a while. I mean, no, probably not a while. I really want to get to like playing Yume Tuki, or however you call it, at some point, but we'll see. There's a lot of spin-offs for the game itself, so I don't know how long it's gonna... I don't know how many games there are, actually. I heard Yume Tuki is supposed to be like the biggest in terms of the content, because I think it's like supposed to be fan-made and made by a bunch of different people. So there's going to be like endless content for... Well, endless, but I don't know about endless, but there's supposed to be a lot of content in that, considering they're still developing it, so they just keep on adding more worlds and more effects and more stuff to do in that game. But yeah, there's some other games too that I want to play. There's one game that I'm planning on playing this week. I don't want to like spoil it because it's not too well known, I think. I mean, it does have like an English translation, a fan translation, but I don't think it's that as popular as the ones you obviously see on like Steam, like the really popular RPG Maker horror games. But I'm gonna try to plan to play it this week. If not tonight, then maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I might do another stream later tonight. It's a really cool game too. I love like finding all the cool RPG Maker games. Not even like technically related to horror. Like there's Light Eating Dragon. I have that in my library right now. I never got around to playing it actually. I bought that game so long ago, and I never got around to playing it. But I really like the look of the game. It's very kind of reminds me of like Alice in Wonderland. I think that's the theme of the game. I don't know. I actually haven't opened the game, so I can't really like say for sure. But it looks really cool. There's a lot of RPG Maker horror games that are based on Alice in Wonderland, obviously. What else? I know Wadona Hara. That looks really cool too. I don't know how long that's supposed to be. I heard it's supposed to be like pretty dark actually, kind of violent. I think Lavendel said that she wanted to like get some art or some like of her model, something like that, based on or from that artist itself, because the artist has a really cool style too. I really like the style of the illustrations in that game from whoever did the art design for it. It's really nice. I think I'll just keep on looking for more games both on Steam and on itch.io, probably. I don't really check GameJolt that often because it's kind of hard to navigate that site for me personally. Maybe I'm just like smooth-brained. I don't know. But it's kind of cool to see all these people like being able to create these stories that they have in their heads and put it forward into like a video game form that anyone can sort of like experience. Like personally, I'm not really like limited by graphics when it comes to that. All right, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. You know, you do what you have to do. I'm gonna keep doing what I have to do, which is in this case folding clothes. So have a good day. Yeah, so I'm not really limited by whether or not a game looks good. I think it's probably because when I was like growing up as a funny demon spawn, I didn't really have access to like a great PC. At the very most, I had a PC that was a that was a laptop, and all I ever did was play Flash games and Neopets and God, Maple Story. So I'm kind of biased, I guess, when it comes to the decent graphics. Even like console-wise, I didn't have like powerful consoles. I think I mostly grew up with the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy SP, a lot of handhelds. I never had like a PSP or anything like that. I really wish I did, because I really got into my JRPG phase, I think, around the time I had my Game Boy Advance and my Nintendo DS too. Like, we're like halfway done. We're getting there. We're 20 minutes in and I'm halfway done with my laundry, so you can sort of imagine how big my laundry pile was. It's kind of bad. I really need to like do my laundry more often, not like let it pile up. God, this is so... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to actually rewatch this. This is so wrinkled. Well, the good news is no one is here to judge me in how bad I fold my clothes. The bad news is there actually is someone. That's me. I know how bad I fold my clothes. What was I saying? God, I totally lost my train of thought. Alright. Well, that aside. Oh, right, no. So, for me personally, I am not too worried about like graphics when it comes to video games, because you know, I grew up with like having limited graphics to begin with. But the thing I like about having less than optimal graphics is that there can be more effort put into the game toward the actual what you can do in the game itself. It leaves it more open to the imagination for like those types of like games, the type of content that you see in those games. How bad is my luggage when I travel? No, please, I don't like stuff my luggage with like a bunch of clothes or anything like that. It's not bad. Okay, never mind. I'm totally wrong. I'm totally lying. Whenever I'm going to travel, it's not that bad because obviously I pack my stuff. But I don't want to say this because it's kind of bad, kind of embarrassing. But whenever I do travel, I tend to just like put all my. If I can't wash my clothes, I tend to just put it all in like a dirty bag, a dirty pile, and then put it like in a plastic bag, and then just like stuff it into my suitcase. And then my suitcase gets like overstuffed because obviously it's not like properly folded. And then I'm like, wow, I don't even remember like having that much to bring back souvenir wise. I wonder why it's so packed. It's packed because I didn't fold my stuff, man. Obviously. Not based. It's sad. It's cringe. I'm cringe pilled. This is probably too small. Probably should get rid of this soon. Maybe it's shrunk in the wash. Who knows? And I had to like put it in for a bit longer than usual because this load was particularly like really bad. So maybe the fact that I put it in the dryer for so long probably shrunk it. Oh yeah, this is too small. Get rid of it somehow. Damn it. Oh, that's kind of on me. I really hope that I can play like Cataclysm soon. Not the Warcraft version, but Dark Days Ahead. That finally came out on Steam, so hopefully I'll get around to playing that. I don't know how you guys will be able to manage like hold on, give me a sec. I don't know how you guys will be able to manage like having, oh my god. Sorry, give me 1 second. It looks like I might have accidentally both had this shirt inverted and buttoned it the wrong way. I'm so smart, so tensei. So I don't know how you guys manage with having good graphics or watching good graphics in terms of like gameplay. I don't know how much that affects you, because obviously some people prefer when you have decent, like really good graphics. Like they want like realism, like GTA 5 realism mod, like tier graphics, cyberpunk tier, everything like that. There's like this one game that came out recently too. Well, it's not out yet, but there's 2 games that came out that are coming out. I think it's called the first one is called Unrecorded, I think, which is supposed to like take place as a body cam footage from like a police officer where you're just like you're chasing down like a criminal, and people were like really blown away by how good the graphics were. Which I think has to do with the fact that I think it's both made in Unreal Engine 5, if I remember correctly, and the fact that it's fisheye lends to the fact that it looks a bit more realistic. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was real footage when they saw it. They were like, is this like full motion video? Is this like captured with a camera or something like that? No, it's a real game. Oh my god, you know, I'm gonna have to like actually rewatch this. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out right now on YouTube. Just look up unrecorded game, because it's kind of wild. I think there's a lot of factors that help with how good the gameplay footage is in terms of making it look realistic. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to run it too. I mean, I've got a 3070 Ti, but considering it's how like decent the texture work is in that game, I'm gonna have to like run that like on medium or low at this point. Get like a 4080 just to run it like on high, not even ultra. Wonder how long until we'll get to the point where we get like VR graphics being like that good. VR is already pretty decent, but you know, it's still being developed in terms of making it higher quality. I know a lot of people tend to have problems with VR in terms of like how like what's it called? Not unrealistic, or maybe surreal. There's like an uncanny valley thing that happens where they sort of get confused because they obviously know it's not as real, but the fact that like they're moving around in like this 3D space sort of makes it feel like it messes with their head. That's sort of like me. I wanted to do some VR gaming before. I wanted to actually stream it, but I have a problem with VR where I get like motion sickness really badly. I don't normally get motion sickness like in general, like both when it comes to like stuff that causes motion sickness in real life and having to do like other games like that have that type of stuff, like head bobbing or spinning or anything like that. But there's just something about VR whenever I'm like exploring like a 3D world in VR that sort of like really messes with my head and makes me have a headache. Like I tried checking out VR chat before when I got my VR headset. I got a MetaQuest too, so yeah, like right when I got that, the first things I downloaded were Beat Saber and VR chat. I was like, wow, I can finally like this was before I actually started streaming too. So I was like, wow, I can be anime in the 3D like virtual world. And then I put it on, and then I had to take it off 10 minutes later, and I got so sick I think I almost threw up. And a lot of people say that like, oh, you know, you're supposed to have like a tolerance. You're supposed to build it up. You just keep on doing it. But that's the thing, like whenever I try to do it to build up tolerance, I just get so nauseated, so dizzy with like vertigo. And I noticed that it's not even like when I'm fine with like a lot of other games if I'm staying stationary in VR. But I think it's like when I move forward or like strafe while looking around, that's when my brain just like completely shuts off and then I just get a headache. I don't know why it's like that. If I'm like moving forward in VR, or if I'm staying stationary and looking around, it's fine. Or even if I'm just like not strafing, I just move forward without like strafing, I guess, in VR. It's, you know, it's fine. I can handle it. Like I can play Beat Saber fine if I'm like just looking forward, looking around without like holding left or right in VR or any other VR game, then it's fine. But it's just really weird. I mean, I've been trying to get used to it, but I don't know. It's maybe I'm just not built for it. It's kind of sad because I really wanted to check out all the other like cool games VR has to offer. But the only games I'll be able to play right now, obviously, are ones that are just like stationary or require you to like stay in one place. I really wanted to check out like the third person stuff too. Well, not even third person. The tactical shooters too on VR, like Pavlov or Onward. But who knows? Maybe when they come out with a more advanced like version of VR, they'll be able to mitigate that, get rid of it. Maybe even like the Steam, what's it called? The VR headset for Steam. Escaping me. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now. Is it just a Steam VR? The Valve Index Kit, that was it. So maybe the Valve Index Kit has like better software, better hardware, both of them, that'll like mitigate that. And I think the VR headset for what's it called? For the new MetaQuest, I think that's also like, I think that's also coming out. It's supposed to be a lot thinner, a lot lighter than the other ones, which is kind of nice because if you haven't used the MetaQuest before. It's very bulky, putting it lightly. It's very bulky and kind of heavy on your head, and you think it's probably not that bad at first, but trust me, it's when you're wearing it for like longer than 10-15 minutes without like any way to like balance the weight, it's really tough on your head. That probably is another reason why I get headaches whenever I'm doing VR stuff. Well, when I first started out, at least, I ended up getting the Elite strap, and I also have like a battery pack that fits into the pack of the Elite strap along with the VR, so that the weight is more distributed for the front and the back. Because the VR headset by itself, I mean, if you're playing like not too strong type of games like VR, chat, or exploring the metaverse, I guess, obviously you probably won't be moving around that much. But if you're being like active, then it's gonna be a lot more strenuous on your head. Yeah. I haven't tested out Super Hot VR. I might try that out. Considering that you have like your own, you're not like too hurried in terms of what you want to do in that game, because you know, I think it's like what time moves when you move, or like it moves in slow motion except when you actually move. So I might be able to try that out actually, if possible. I want to try more action games in general in VR, because damn dude, it's so cool when like you do all these action types of set pieces inside the game itself, and then you're like, I'm such a badass, goddamn. Hey son, what's up? Beru model in VR chat when? We'll see about that. 3D model. That would be really cool at some point, but I've got some other stuff that I wanna do first before I get that far. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of like the nauseating stuff that happens with me whenever I'm in VR itself. I mean, I guess you can do like what stuff like motion capture, mocap, or 3D capture, stuff like that with a 3D model. But even then, that takes like so much effort to set up and a lot of money too. Like, believe it or not, I don't have a lot of my current no, actually, well, I'll say that for another time. That'll be secret lore, don't worry about it. Forget I said that. Yeah, my secret lore for my reference sheet is that when I first started for this job, I was so happy, I was so confident. I was like, wow, this is totally what I worked for what my life has come down to. You know, I get to work for a cool company, I get to have all these benefits, I get to meet cool people, have some cool workers, get to enjoy the break room, you know, have an easygoing job where no one will yell at me, and then reality hit, and life was never the same since. Not many people really know this, but my ID card does like actually feature myself when I had short hair. I think maybe I can show it off like this. Hold on, let me see. I think there we go. Well, close enough. There you go. See, it's too small to notice, and I think it's usually cut off most of the time whenever I stream, but it's there. And if you ever want to see like a closer look of it, it is also on my reference sheet on Twitter too. I don't remember how big I was. It's small. I think it was probably like here. Good enough. Yeah, the shirt and tie. I still have my tie actually. Right there, see? I keep the tie as a reminder of how I felt when I first joined this company, and when I was so excited to see that I was you know, being able to work for a cool CEO and enjoy my life full time. You know, if I ever I'm ever reminded, or ever had the feeling that like, well, why am I still here? I reach into my pocket, and I remember the better times until the R&D incident. All right, you know what? I think I'm almost done. I think I'm like 2/3 of the way done with my laundry now. I might have time to actually clean up my room, hopefully. Well, I'll have to still put this stuff away, so shouldn't take that long. I'm probably gonna have to like iron these shirts too. At least the button-up stuff. Man, they're only ever gonna tell you what you want to hear when it comes to like the company itself. I'm not even like, this isn't even a bit, like I'm telling you like straight up. You will only hear what the company wants you to hear, because as far as you wanting to join them, they also want to find someone who's like really enthusiastic about them joining the company itself for the most part. So they're gonna play up like all the cool stuff. They're gonna be like, oh, you know, we got flexible work hours, we got time off, everyone here treats each other like a family, you know, you want to respect others the way that people want to be respected inside the company, you know, stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's cool, you know, yeah, I'll totally work for you guys. And then well, anyone that works knows the reality of stuff like that. Hey, sometimes it's real. Sometimes it's like, it turns out that the company really is like really chill, really cool. But, you know, I think the problem is that a lot of people tend to get jaded over time with how things are, and then they kind of like get over it. Everyone sort of is over it usually. Just come in, do their 9 to 5, and then head home if they're lucky. They're not required to do overtime. File in reports that are meant to be due next week, even though there's such a short notice, and your boss says, oh, you know, don't worry, it's so short, you know, if you have to spend some time after work to do it, you know, it's don't worry about it, I'll pay you back, I'll get you a meal. Like, okay, cool, thanks, I guess. Wow, it's a morning stream. Yeah, it's a morning stream because I let my laundry pile up in the morning and I didn't want to like have it sit. So I figured, hey, might as well stream me folding laundry. This is the laundry stream, the real laundry stream, morning stream. There will never be anyone like it unless I make my laundry pile up like today. I was actually thinking about playing a game like this morning while I do it, but then I realized, wait, how am I gonna play a game when I'm folding laundry? The only thing I could probably think of would be like idle games, but even then, at that point, that's like requires some modicum of like effort put in, which I can't really do right now. My hands are kind of full. Yeah, small companies, I feel like I've had better experiences, both like in terms of working for them and in terms of like having people tell me stories about small companies rather than like the larger big companies. Good luck. If you actually do, I will be very, very impressed if you do so. I think I've already mentioned how tall I was before, but you know, if you didn't hear, well, sucks to suck. You'll have to dig through like so many hours of VOD archive footage just to find that, or you have to wait until like I mention it again offhand. Alright, I think this is all like the smaller stuff now, mostly just like my socks and my other stuff. So it shouldn't take that long now, hopefully. Sure, you can guess whatever you'd like. Feel free. Pre-recorded video game footage. Oh my god, we gotta go down the YouTube Leafy is here route. I just do commentary over like CS:GO surfing stuff. Yeah, I get that. I know what you mean. It's it's tough out there. It's just I think smaller companies tend to care more about their like employees. Like I'm not obviously my opinions are my own, but I think that when it comes to stuff like that, people with smaller companies, smaller businesses definitely care more about their employees and their well-being and the actual like state of how they treat everyone, more so than like the big CEO people. Because you know, I totally understand that CEO people, like I've they have like their own things they have to deal with, but it's weird. I don't know. Yeah, really, just like find something you want to do. So find something where you will not like regret going into work every single day. Find something that makes you happy, really. And then if you can get paid while doing that, then you know, goddamn, you're living the dream. I heard like a lot of instances where artists, especially like illustrators, they would like follow their dream of like, oh, you know, I can turn this my passion for art into a career. So they go into art school and then they either come out super jaded or they just end up dropping out. And so I guess like, you know, you'd think that like turning your hobby itself into like a career path, something that you get paid for, would be like really, really cool. But a lot of people tend to just get burnt out over it, you know. Their hobby becomes a job, and having it become a job was really, really too much for them. And then they lose their passion and interest for stuff. Or well, yeah, why not both, you know? Oh no. Also, yeah, be no webcam thing for this. I don't think I would be able to get that set up in time, considering how where a lot of my streams are right now. All right, now I'm done. Socks left. Laundry speedrunning strats? Hey, I don't know, man. I'm so bad. Look at this, dude. I'm 45 minutes in doing my laundry. I think someone recommended that I have like a cardboard cutout to fold laundry easier, which is actually a pretty good idea. I'll probably do that. I'm guessing the cardboard cutout is for the fact that it's supposed to be the size of like the torso of the shirt, and then you just fold it around it, and then you just slide it out, and then you're good. Something like that. Just don't fold anything. Yeah, just toss it into your closet. Let it just sit there. Let it rot. Just wear wrinkled clothes wherever you go. That's all you need. No one will care. Actually, people will care. Don't do that. Right, there we... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm missing a sock. God damn it. Alright, well that's lost forever. Anyone who folds laundry knows that as soon as you are like having a lost sock, you never find that shit again, man. It's so over. It's lost to the void, or somewhere between like the wall and the laundry machine or something like that. God knows I'm not willing to like move that thing back just to fetch it out. Yeah, I don't iron too many of my clothes, but I do like iron my collar stuff. My like all the stuff they need to like look decent for the most part, because you don't want to have that stuff wrinkled. I do I polish my nice looking shoes. Not my not obviously not my all my other shoes, but I try to keep them in decent condition. Try not to like scuff them or anything like that. I did want to mention that we finally have most of our emotes finally approved. So you know, if you haven't checked it out already, you can drop down in the. It doesn't sound very lazy demon to me. Look, I'm lazy, but you know, I still have to look decent, okay? I still have to like come in looking proper before I end up looking like this, okay? Barrel sip, look, okay. I had a choice, okay? I had to keep something in. Something had to go to fit in for everything else. There's only one slot left needed for barrel sip. But you know, it is what it is. We'll get there eventually. We have everything else unlocked, so so be happy. I picked wrong. Okay, what would you have picked then? Look, everything here is look like I had to think a lot through what I wanted to keep here. Okay, including like I didn't want to throw barrel sip into like the bits like bar because I didn't want to like money gate like most of the emotes already, which are already being money gated. If I had the chance, I would have like thrown everything into like the followers emotes, but I don't have that unlocked yet. I don't know when I'm gonna unlock that. I think someone said that I unlocked after 60 days of streaming. 60 different days of streaming. And I think I only have like I think I only got half of that so far, so it's gonna be a while. At the very least, it's gonna be like another month or two before I unlock that. But whatever, it's fine. This is fine. We're still I'm still waiting on the next batch of emotes. That's gonna be tough because the next batch of emotes are also really nice looking from my other artist, which I commissioned before I got like this one. So she's going to be like working on that. I think it's gonna be delivered in let me check. It looks like I will not be receiving. Well, she's still working on her first batch right now. I did say, or she did give me like a time for that. Am I logged in for this? No, whatever. It's fine. A super sleepy redeem. Oh my god, dude, if I were to get that would probably be around the time where I'm actually about to like pass out on the stream. I've come close to doing that, but I have not become dead on stream just yet. I do have a sleep redeem. It will take a while to get there. I'll be pretty surprised if anyone actually manages to get that. And well, if you want to know what that does, then don't worry about it. Just do it and find out. It's a secret lore. Only the chosen will know what it actually does. Up to that point. This mentally infuriates me. Hey, that's what we do over here. I aim to mentally infuriate people. How do the barrel coin rewards work? I mean, there's channel redeems, you know? You use them, you can redeem them, and then I do the thing, and that's how it is. You're basically halfway there, yeah, son. You just a bit more time, and then you can redeem it. You will have the honor of being the first person that has the chance to redeem the super rare sleep redeem. As far as the other update, stream alerts are well, they're getting there, I guess. There's been a lot of stuff that's been coming up recently. None obviously on the part of the artists themselves. There's just a lot of like circumstances that have been happening, but I think it should be coming very soonish. So, oh man, I'm really excited because I have seen the previews for it, and it's not like, oh, you know, are you sure you're getting it? No, I'm definitely getting it. It's just that it's what's it called? There's just been a lot of like stuff happening on not on the chance of like the artist, not on the choice of the artists themselves. Obviously, it's a lot of like outside circumstances, but they look really nice. So I'm really excited to show those off whenever finally get those. I also have like another, well, I wouldn't really call it a project. I have something planned, hopefully when for an asset that I want to show off. I can use it for like maybe for certain videos or even like during streaming for like well, maybe we can call it a cutscene. For the most part, that's all I'll say for that. I don't want to give away too much for that, but it's gonna be really cool, hopefully. Or if it's not gonna be cool, it's gonna be cringe, and then you guys can laugh at me, which is fine because cool or cringe, as long as you guys are having fun. That's the most important part. Hey, you're not supposed to. What the hell? You're not supposed to like. You can't spoil that, son. Dude, people aren't gonna redeem it because they'll know what happens. You can't say that. Also, don't worry. I've been hydrating nonstop. I've got this Starbucks tumbler, but I don't drink coffee that much because it makes me like. It just goes right through me, basically. So I just end up using it only for water, ice water, which I think was like a perfectly reasonable purchase. You know, it's totally not a waste. Barrel karaoke. Probably not anytime soon because I'm really bad when it comes to singing, and I'm really bad when it comes to memorizing lyrics. Like, not even putting aside the fact that I probably will never be able to probably sing. I am insanely bad when it comes to like singing in general because I have a very hard time like just memorizing what the words are. If it's on screen, then I can probably do it, but if I were to like go to like an actual like karaoke or try to sing a song without the lyrics in front of me, like if it was playing on the radio, I would probably I'd probably flub it. You know, if there was a concert, right, and the artist like did that thing where they start singing and then they go around the crowd and then they like have the crowd sing the lyrics of the song. They choose a fan and then that fan sings the lyrics. If that were me, I would probably just commit endgame in Minecraft right then and there. That's how bad it is. Like, even if it was an artist that I loved, like I just can't do it. I need the lyrics in front of me. No. Yeah, I get that, but like, even if I were to like have the lyrics with me, the problem is like, one, singing in key, and two, like just singing on what's it called? Singing on beat, I guess. The funny thing is that I actually do have some experience in music, but like, yeah, you have to make nice sounds. I have some experience in music, but it's mostly from like playing instruments. So, you know, I can read music, I can understand music, but just because you can read and understand music doesn't mean that you can sing properly. I mean, it would be really cool to like actually be able to do like a single song proper, like just to show off. But you know, I think it just takes practice. And right now, it's kind of hard for me to find time to like find time to sing, practice singing and all that. But I think it'd be nice to think about sometime in the future. Oh my god, dude, no, it's gonna. if I'm playing a game like Resident Evil 1, you guys will probably just be stuck with me for like 50 hours like on a single puzzle while I go get completely lost. It's gonna be really bad. I think yeah, son. I think it just takes a long time. Not even just practicing like on stream, but just like in general. You'd be practicing like online, offline, consistently for a long period of time. I've got a friend who's been playing piano for basically all his life, and he still continues to like hone his skill. He says that he still has a lot to learn, but he's like already a piano teacher, and he's done concerts, and he says he's still not that good. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, if you're still not that good, what does that mean for like everyone else who's still like learning? Goddamn. Also, hi, goodbye. Sorry, we're like nearing the end of the stream, I think, because I still have to get ready for work. But we just finished folding our laundry, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to like. Well, I can clean up a little bit. I've done most of the folding. I have to put away all the stuff in my closet. I have all these papers strewn about. I've got this figure that I never like unboxed. I actually have to like dust this off too. I accidentally I got the Lise Alesta figure from GameStop. I don't know if you guys kept up with what I've been doing on Twitter, but I found a Niji Sanji figure, like an actual real non-bootleg figure in GameStop. So it's it was kind of weird. It's kind of surreal. I was like, what the hell? Why is there an anime figure in GameStop? But you know, I grabbed it, so if it's there, then it works. It works, you know? Just don't go to work. Oh no, you're right, totally. Just call out, you know, who cares? Just go to sleep at work anyways. That's all you need to do anyways. How's that different from what I do right now? There's totally nothing wrong. There's nothing that can go wrong for me just like completely skipping work. No, I know that GameStop has been selling figures for a while. It's just that anime figures, like, and not just like GameStop or not like DBZ or Demon Slayer or like all the mainstream anime stuff or Attack on Titan, but it's an actual like, you know, VTuber Niji Sanji, like Niji Sanji type of thing, you know. Oh, okay. Well, no, this is fine. We're nearing the end. I still need to get ready for work, so having an end of the stream stretch would be good. So I guess we can do like, I don't know, hamstrings or something? Yeah, we'll do hamstrings. We'll just stretch down, bend the back. And also as far as the what's it called? The sub points, we are I think 13 sub points away from our next emote slot. I think we're at 37, and I think you need 50 for the next slot is what Twitch is telling me. And I used to be able to like stretch all the way down right now to like reach my toes whenever I'm like bending forward, but I can't do that anymore. I'm so out of shape. I really want to get back into shape, but I think the first step is that I need to eat healthier. I need to eat proper. I actually did eat this morning. I was chowing down on like a banana and some apples, mostly fruit. Like I got some milk and cereal right before I started the stream, so it's pretty good. I'm eating healthier. I don't have to go to like a fast food place so that I won't starve when I'm working. It's actually really hard for me to like gain weight, but at the same time, even if I'm not gaining weight, eating bad foods really makes me like feel really bad, both in terms of like my body and my mood, because I'll be like, what the fuck? Why did you eat that? You could have woken up a bit earlier in the morning and you could have had like a decent breakfast. You could have had like some toast and some like waffles, like some fruit, but instead you went to a local fast food place and you ended up getting a breakfast burrito. Like, what's wrong with you? I got no idea what you're saying, Mushkumt, but I totally vibe with it. I totally agree. Like, you know, you do you, you know, I respect it. Handstream pen spinning tricks. I used to be able to do some pen spinning when I was still like a younger demon kid. I can't do it obviously that great nowadays because I haven't really been into practice, but I can do like simple spins at the most part. Nothing super complicated. Kind of wish I could do it again. It was really a cool way to kill time, but I got into trouble with my teachers a lot because whenever I'd mess up and the pen would like clatter on the desk or on the floor, they'd be like, the fuck, what are you doing? Stop distracting the class. And I'd be like, oh, okay. But in reality, I'd pick it up again and I'd spin it again. And then I would also drop it again, and then they confiscate my pen. So maybe that's why I'm not a pro. I got gimped by the teachers. Yeah, the thing with fast food is that really you're paying for convenience, which is like where most of the price comes in, along with the fact that it's not really that healthy, but it's fast. And you know, sometimes you just want like a greasy meal, which is, you know, it's fine if it's once in a while, but you shouldn't really be doing it as often. And especially with like the soda, if you get fast food and you like get a soda, god damn dude, the burger itself is already pretty bad, but the soda with all the sugar in it is insanely bad, man. Yeah, Jack in the Box still has the 2 tacos for $1, which is really affordable, but you know, the thing is that, oh, you know, I'm getting like 2 tacos here is really cheap, I might as well get something else because I'm already here. That's how they get you. There's something on the menu for like most places that are like really cheap or really affordable, but then you're like, well, I'm already here, I might as well like get, you know, a milkshake or a soda or a burger or some fries, and then you're already like spending more money and you're getting more food that like you obviously shouldn't have been getting in the first place because you just went there to get something really cheap. No, just get 4 tacos, but then you're getting two more tacos than you originally thought, so you're still spending more and getting more unhealthy food. I don't know, I just want to like I want to eat healthy. It's tough though, because at this point I'm not even like paying for the convenience of, well, I am paying for the convenience. I'm not paying for like the fact that I want like fast food. I'm just paying for the convenience because my commute for like where I live to like whenever I head to the company is pretty long. It's like a 30-40 minute drive, and then by the time I'm already done, it's like, you know, if you didn't eat anything, first you're gonna be like super hungry on the way there, and then like obviously you'll still have to get something to eat when you're over there, but you can't because you already started working, so it's like then you have to wait for your break and you have to wait for your lunch, and then by the time you're done working you're already hungry again, but it's already like super late at night, so by the time you get home most of the places around your place are already closed, and the only place that's open is more fast food places, so you're just stuck in a loop. I mean, I guess I could probably just fix it by like just going grocery shopping and cooking my own food. I actually have someone at work who technically does eat healthy, but what he does is that he buys those like a minute long like microwave dishes, like the healthy ones, which is like fine. I mean, I think I've tried those before, the healthy ones, and they taste so bad. They taste awful, but I guess that's the whole thing, like, you know, obviously when you're eating healthier it's not going to taste as good as like, you know, the heavy foods. But you know, you can make healthy food taste good, but when it comes to those microwave dishes, they're they could be better. But hey, it works, you know. Apparently this dude at my work, he used to be a more like, he used to not eat as healthy, but considering that he's like a lot more healthier now, I think that works. If it works, it works, you know. I respect it. Good for him. Hopefully I can get to that point too. If I have to, maybe he's got a point. Maybe I should just buy the super cheap like healthy alternative like microwave dishes. Yeah, he basically lost weight, you know. Like I wasn't there before when he like was gone, because he just came back. I think he was like I think he was on leave, and he ended up coming back to the company. And apparently he looks super good right now. Like it looks amazing. I can't even imagine how he looked beforehand, because the way he looks right now, I'd imagine that he looked like this like his entire life. Yeah, the switch from healthier stuff or to healthier stuff, it's better to do it slowly. If you do like a crazy switch, like, oh, one day I'm not even gonna eat meat, I'm just gonna go full vegetarian, or I'm just gonna like cut out soda entirely, that's cool and all, but I think your body will probably go into like withdrawal at that point, or like it will not handle the switch over to that very, very good. You gotta like do it slowly. Yeah, I think you can definitely like quit sugar for sure. I think that at the very most you'll lose a bit of like energy throughout the day because maybe your body relies on some energy from the sugar, but then you can just fix that with like caffeine, like coffee or hydration drinks. I think the problem is that a lot of people don't realize that like caffeine is very, very addictive. The thing is, when you quit caffeine, you'll really feel the urge to like get caffeine, and the way that it comes out for most people is that they'll be craving coffee, because then if they don't get their coffee, then they can't function and for the rest of the day because they're not like awake or like they feel bad, and they don't realize that like that is literally caffeine withdrawal right there. You know, you gotta realize that, but they don't. They're just like, oh, you know, I'm not myself today. I didn't have my coffee. It's like, oh, well, that's that's not good, you know. But hey, you know, it's out of like all the addictions, I guess, that could happen. It is definitely not the worst. And if people can like go through their day like with just a cup of coffee and nothing else, then you know, the power to them. You know, if it works, it works. Yeah, I'll try something out. I actually don't eat. I don't eat that much sugar because I lost my sweet tooth a long time ago. I used to love sugar. I used to love candy and sugary foods, but it's I don't know. I guess my taste changed over time, because now I think that like sugary foods or sugary snacks or candies, they're way too overwhelming. I used to be able to eat like a whole pack of Skittles by myself when I was like a small demon kid, but if I were to eat like 3 of them, I'd be like, okay, I'm done, dude. I can't eat this anymore. This thing is like, I'm over it. I'll give it to someone else. Oh no, I want to get my meal plan by my own mods. This is so bad. This is what was it? 1984? Yeah, this is literally 1984. I think sweet stuff is fine if it's like not too sweet. Like I could probably eat a fruit cake or a birthday cake if it was like fruity or not chocolatey. It's so over. It is actually so over. Speaking of over, I need to actually get ready. I need to put these clothes away. I need to do a bit more cleaning before I head out. I wanted to clean a bit more, but I think I got sidetracked a bit. But I got my laundry done, so I consider that a win in my book. So thank you guys for sticking around with me. You know, I appreciate it. It's the rare morning stream. It was really nice. I liked it. I like the fact that I was able to stream at a relatively normal-ish time. Whether or not I'll be able to do this more often in the future is very up in the air. But you know, it was cool. It was nice. So thank you again, you guys. You know, for hanging out with me. Feel free to follow me, since it really helps me out, you know. And check my Twitter if you'd like to keep up with me on my streams or my announcements. I usually announce all of my streams at least a bit before. I know this is very guerrilla of me, obviously, but for the most part, I do tend to like announce my streams at least like a couple hours, if not an hour before, usually on Discord and on Twitch. So if you want to keep up with me, obviously you can join the Discord or you can follow me on Twitter. And yeah, that'll do it. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, because I know I won't. I'm just getting it started, okay? My day literally just started. And remember, if anyone asks for me, I'm on my break. See you guys on the next one. Goodbye.